V6.6 bundle and banner review start though. Alright, chat, let's take a look at what's all available. And we'll click some buttons along the way, because my stamina is capped. My stamina is capped. Let's uncap the stamina first. Okay, let's take a look. The regular shop replaced by Merry Market. This is our spending event. It is the TW server anniversary, which is part of the reason we have this mini spending event. It is their server's 6-year anniversary, and as a result, we're getting login bonuses for SP cards, focus tickets, and let's take a look at what's all available. It looks like there's crystals for the trial stage for Ai-chan's new outfit. Ai-chan's new outfit available in the spending event shop for 500 of the spending event currencies. Mobius rank up stamps, which will be nice for long-term players. An option box for other stamps as well. I might actually try to get one of these because I think I just need one more on my Spina. I think my Spina exactly needs just one more to get to SS. Oh, 4 more. Same difference. The collector's card, which lets you pick up one targeted stigmata from the collector's shop. So let's take a look. There's an option box for S ranks. As you can see here, I already own these, so I can't actually buy this anymore. And outfits as well. So some really nice outfits here. Pardo is probably the most relevant one out of these 4, but she's potentially creeped in power and performance next patch. Collector shop. This is one of the best times to try to snipe one missing piece of equipment. Usually, Elysia's bow is what I would recommend, in the sense that the rest of her gear is farmable. Everything else is usually... Well, I guess Echoes is also a decent pickup here, right? Echoes and Piranha are really good pickups. Everything else is a bit more niche. Because everything else basically assumes that you have the S rank corresponding to them. Darkstar is a collectible. Most new players should get Iris early on. But yeah, so if I were on a new account or an account that's like maybe 6 months to a year old, I'd probably be looking at either Echoes. Piranha is great because you can use this on as a... It's great for Pardo, but it's a great placeholder on Ai-chan. It's a great placeholder for Susanna. This is just honestly like the most well-rounded Chakram. And then, of course, for all the Elysia stands. Whispers of the Past. So, on my NA account, last year, during one of these mini spending events, I was able to unlock Whispers of the Past without spending any crystals on this bow. Not directly for the bow on a banner, just by using one of these spending event shops. But it requires you to spend enough crystals to get one of these tickets. Now let's take a look at the stigmata options. Handle is craftable, so you never want to spend your selector for gear that's craftable. Alright, what you want to do if you are picking stigmata is if you're missing just one piece. Because from every set, you can only pick one. So generally you want to avoid stuff that's craftable. You want to maybe look for, maybe if you own the bottom piece to Turgenev, maybe you pick up the top to get a matching top and bottom. Or maybe in the case of Avogadro, you just want to, maybe you have the M piece and you want to get the top piece, but Avogadro is kind of like, it's kind of phasing out, right? Like, the only times you're going to really see Avogadro nowadays is double S fights on Memorial Arena, which are, like, you can kind of take the L there and be okay. Shakespeare, Dickens, Anna, Irene, they're all craftable. Benares, I can see maybe one player out there wants to collect it for the artwork. Maybe if you're missing a piece. Holmes, maybe some of y'all are just missing one piece of Holmes to get that, you know, top and bottom 2 set. Some of y'all might want Columbus for collection, or maybe if you have Oscar. So, like, maybe on my NA account, I get Columbus B, right? So that Oscar has a full set. On this account, I could potentially say I go for Vern. I can have a full Vern set. You know, if I get Vern MB from the Battle Pass before it ends this Sunday, you know, I could potentially finish my Vern set, and then I could have 4 of 4 Knicks, and, you know, it should just be a collector's item. So I would only seriously consider Stigmata if you are missing one piece to finish a Battlesuit's full gear. Preferably, it's a battlesuit that was released in the last 6 to 8 months. Anything older than that, you kind of have to weigh your options and decide if it's worth it. But more than Stigmata, I would recommend a weapon that you're missing. Preferably Echoes, Piranha, and Whispers. Alrighty. And then you have extra bundles. Oh, let's take a look at the bundles in the shop. Because some of these are okay value, and then some of them are just like meh value. I always feel like it is a little bit trickier during these mini spending events, because instead of giving you crystals with the cards, they give you the event currency, which do have a crystal value. I didn't do the calculations. So just be advised that, you know, you kind of have to be careful here. But more or less, what's gonna end up happening is that, like, if you've already used your double top-up crystals, the bundles will just be better than a direct top-up on crystals after that, you know, the first double value has already been used. Try not to overspend unless you're prepping for 2 patches down the line and you're just stocking up tickets. You know, that's one thing like older high dolphins, low whales would do, is like bundle stack. I would say probably avoid the dorm bundle unless you're specifically trying to get the currency to reach a new benchmark for the event shop. And then if we look at the mall, right, this is the regular shop. From the cyclic, you know, I will always say, like, you know, monthly focus bundle and the weekly focus bundle are still really good value. But, you know, if you're just trying to save money, you could just not buy a bundle, right? Monthly card is still great. Just try to review your B chip page before you buy any of these bundles. Some of these lower end ones, like, I would probably avoid this crystal one because this is just 1 for 1. But something like this, where it's a card is like 280 in terms of value, but you're spending 120 for it. That's a mathematical yes, right? And then you can kind of do the math going up, but I'm gonna be trying to avoid bundles this patch. I'm trying to temper myself, pull back. I've spent a lot more in the last year than I did the year prior, and we're just kind of trying to temper back to, you know, just BP and monthly. And so the B chips that I have are for next Monday. So current BP is still the previous patch's BP, and then this will roll over at the end of Sunday reset. Make sure you don't forget to spend your crystal. I think these actually stay though, right, until the end of this patch, if I recall. Yeah, 45 days. So this will stay till the end of this patch. And then you can use it in the vintage shop, right? Vintage shop will be available on Monday. And everything that you see in the current BP Works will be in Vintage Shop. Vintage Shop will last until the end of this patch. And that'll be your last chance to use the Teal Crystallum. Alright. Take a look. Don't forget to play the new story. There's some new events. Cool. What to see here? Make sure in the new event, get your crystals first, right? I would say Legacy and Taurus and Cubes and Metals and reroll wafers would be your next priority stuff. Everything in the bottom 4, I would probably say is kind of low priority. Crystals obviously have, you know, it's crystals. But then, between the cube to the legacies, it depends on what your account needs. Outfit trial. Mobius swimsuit is back. The mermaid. I hope you remember to play the trial stage, but if you are rolling on her outfit banner, remember, plan for 9.6k crystals to spend. Plan for the worst, but I hope you get her on the 5th pull. Don't forget to play your tutorials for Dreamweaver and Prometheus. Lots of crystals here, and Homu Proofs of Legend, so maybe we have a time capsule that we can look at as well. If you are pulling, you know, the prying arm is kind of self-explanatory. If you haven't done this yet, make sure you click the share page. There's 20 crystals from this. And then, Hall of Fame! This is still going on. Wait, why is this still going on? Oh, this is going on for a whole year. Did they ever add my painting to the Hall of Fame? Hold up, let me open this, take a look. I need to go find my painting. Anyways. If you click on this, and you click the share button on one of the works, you'll get some crystals mailed to you. I think it's like, what, 20 crystals or something like that? Did I see? No, I haven't. J-Stone, we're in the middle of something right now. Alrighty. Let's take a look at the banner review! Alright, Prometheus! Prometheus, this is the banner to roll. Wait. Use your free tickets here! The gear banner. First 10 pulls are free. Every 5 pulls, you get 5 tickets back. So this is where you want to spend your tickets and crystals on. If you're free to play, this is what we call Value Town. All right, Value Town. You should be able to get full gear. Even if you go high on pulls, remember, every 10 pulls, you get 5 pulls back. As for pulling a card of Prometheus herself, a card would be nice, yes. And every pull is 120. So, you know, even after you spend your free tickets from the login event, getting one card to jumpstart your farming is very nice. But you don't have to. You can slow farm the fragments and unlock her from all the fragments that we get during this patch. Should be enough to unlock and get her to S rank just from playing events. So if you're strictly free to play, that is one way you can play to save crystals. Yeah. First 10 pulls on the gear is free, and then every 10 pulls you get 5 back. Wait, what did I say? What did I say, Farran? I said something wrong, right? The single is 120, and then the 10 is 1200 on this one. Okay. Mistalin, Dreamweaver, Shariak. Oh, I said 5 pulls, 5 back. No, you know what I meant. You guys know what I meant. So this is a luxury S-rank Valk. Collectors, Dolphins. This is for collectors and dolphins and people who really like the character. Alright? If you're strict meta F2P, strict meta monthly battle pass, you are 90% gonna skip. Unless she makes you feel some type of way. Alright? That will be the 10% of you. Maybe she makes you feel some type of way. And you know, you want to pull. She has some really interesting rank up mechanics, so make sure you check that in the tutorial. Check that in the roster. Right? What was it? S2 increases her starting SP. So if you're feeling some type of competitive, maybe you want to get this to have that quality of life. If you're not as concerned, maybe you just feel like S0 is enough to collect. I've heard reports that her crit rate on her finisher is not great. I've heard also that S0 without gear actually still performs surprisingly well. So, again, go back and think about what your budget is, what your goals are, and make a decision based on that. Because if your goal is you just want to collect, then sure, justifiable. But if you're trying to be very, very specific about how you invest your currency, maybe she's a skip. Why not get lucky and get 2 cards in 1 multi? Yeah, some of you might actually go through with the, you know, build pity strat and do like, you know, 1 to 2 multis if you have the crystals to spare for it. Maybe you do 1 to 2 multis and you're like, maybe you get lucky. You know, and if you get lucky, congratulations. And if you're risk averse, maybe you don't take the risk because you feel like the risk assessment is too damn high. All right, focus A. This is Miscellaneous gear. Chances are you're going to be pulling for this if you pull for Miscellaneous. Off rates that are good. Echoes of Paradise is good if you don't have it. If you already have it, it's pretty much Taurus. New Age of Shadows, old meta. Tower of the Past is great for Vil V havers and wanters. Keys of Oblivion, old meta, but still kind of useful, right? Whispers of the Past, it's available in the shop. Great for Elysia, MPE. It's the only gacha piece that she needs. Everything else is craftable. So I know a lot of people saw my tweet, my quote tweet. I saw it getting passed around. So maybe if you're one of those Elysia stands, you want this bow. Piranha, also in the shop. Quite good for a chakram. And then of course the Javelin. They didn't capitalize the J. The number J. That's a Day 9 reference for those old internet people who've been on the internet for the last 10 years. Prophetic Dreams. As you wish. As you wish. That's what's that movie with the Dread Pirate? As You Wish. You guys know which movie I'm talking about, right? Inconceivable. Alright, Feline Guardian Bastet. We've seen this off-rated so many times, especially during the Finality banner. I got so many Bastets. But Bastet is still has some good utility. You guys didn't even say in the chat what movie I'm talking about. You guys know what movie I'm talking about, right? The Dread Pirate with the Dread Pirate. As You Wish. Can't remember it off the top of my head right now. Lilo, help me out. Something princess. He's not dead, he's only mostly dead. Oh my god, nobody in the chat remembers. Princess Bride. Okay, I'm not losing my mind. Xeno for Shadow Knight Elysian Realm players and Eponia havers. Bianca Theater for Equinox havers is kind of relevant, right? It's still a decent placeholder on a lot of physical characters. You can use it on Susanna. You can use it on Asuka. If you're on an account that still has Asuka. Cezanne, an excellent set to off-rate. So, weapons is like, you know, a handful that are old meta, but then like the Stigmata pretty recent, right? The oldest would be Bianca and Bastet. Those are like a year and a half old, right? A year and 2 months old. But everything else is pretty modern. So you could definitely make bank on the Stigmata here. Focus B! Probably older meta stuff, because they always change it for global. Piranha, available in the spending shop. If you need to snipe it because you don't need any of the other stuff, then get the weapon from the spending shop. Alright, let's take a look at the off rates. Key of Radiance in the spending shop. Key of Castigation, old meta. Key of Reason, old meta, but still utility. There's good utility here. Did they break up Griseo's set and weapon between banner? No, because Griseo's weapon is not in the B banner at all. We only get Basilisk's image. So Surtur, iconic collectible, but it's also in the exchange shop. Basilisk's image is Mobius cross, not Griseo's cross. Nebulous Duality in the exchange shop, but still good for Fist users as a placeholder weapon. Great on HOS. You can use it as a placeholder on Carol. You can use it I'm guessing you can probably use it as a placeholder on Prometheus. Not the ideal, but I'm sure you can still leverage it somehow. It's in the promo banner. Oh right, we didn't even look at those yet. We went straight to the Focus A and B. So let's go take a look at the Prometheus banner right after this. So we talked about Bastet. Turgenev is great. Vern, it's in battle. It's last season's battle pass, which goes until this Sunday, but it's also in the exchange shop. Vern is like very specifically for Nyx. In the olden days, we memed a little bit Vern MB on HOR, but now that HOR has G4 Ice, you don't need Vern. Shakespeare Adrift is craftable. Dante is craftable as well. Dante, usually the M piece will be your most useful standalone, but you don't usually go out of your way to look for Dante unless you're truly a Durandal collector. So, I would probably avoid Focus B, because a lot of the stuff is really old meta. Even though Turgenev is in here, a lot of the stuff is really old meta. Alright, let's take a look at the Beacon of Hope. Beacon of the Stars. Beacon of Hope. The uprate stuff. This is what we want. OL Dr. May. Office Lady Dr. May. And the Pandora's Box. Man. These gloves look cool though. Okay. Full set guarantee can only be triggered once per round and not be carried over to the next round. So make sure that when you're pulling for this, you do your best to go all the way and finish the set. Elysian Astra. So yes. Griseo's Cross is here. Crusher Bunny. Old meta, but still decent utility. Pandora's Box is what we're looking for. Midnight Eclipse, decent stat stick for physical type. And then Iris of the Dreams. Most new players should get it from their starter event. Mitternox Waltz, not bad to have for official. The uprate set. Raksha. Lorcha. Alright. Shattered Sword set. Still pretty good. So, for now. Kinda. For HOS. Not bad to have from off rates. There's some funny things that we've done with just, Shattered Swords B standalone. Holmes, excellent. And then Linnaeus for Mobius. I've talked about Linnaeus in the past. You can kind of use it on lightning characters as a stat stick or like a placeholder set. It's kind of like a G3 equivalent-ish. And then Carlo Collodi for Vilvi. You can kind of use Carlo Collodi for like a few fire types as like placeholders, but it's less good as a placeholder than Ragna. I remember that much. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that Griseo's gear is split across two banners. in that particular instance, I would probably say try to wait for a Griseo specific gear banner, like a Focus A that's built around Griseo. But if you do get Griseo gear from off rates, and you need it, congratulations. And if you don't need it, I'm sorry that happened. Surtur is a collectible. Even Herta has one in her museum on the space station. This is true, Cupcake. Very true. Outfit supply! Remember, the first pull is free! Stamina potions. Oh! I got the option box. Pog. The last like 3 free pulls that we did, we just kept getting stamina potions. Elf supply. There is an elf rotation. So, pay attention. Blade Durandal at 2 stars, still nice to have. 3 stars is a good sweet spot for physical. I think if you're pulling for elves right now, if you're in a position to pull for elves right now, the Kiana elf next week. So this goes for a week, right? Well, the end of this week, because the patch is on a Thursday to Sunday, and then next Friday the banner will roll over. Next week would be the banner, not the patch. Next week will be the banner that you want to roll on. That will be the Kiana elf. Week 5 is Griseo gear banner, tentatively. Hope it doesn't change for us. Tommy. And then, of course, dorm supply. If you've been stockpiling dorm tickets just for these spending events, now is the time to spend your dorm supplies. But make sure you read the rules on your Merry Market, because there's a limit. You can only do like 2 multi-pull, or 1 multi-pull will count, right? Or 2 of them. 2 of them. So you can do 20 pulls in dorm to get 100 of the currency. So there you go. There you go. All right. That's gonna conclude the banner review. I'm gonna go do pulls and other stuff after this. Good luck, captains. I hope you get what you're looking for, and if you are not sure what to do, saving is the best option, but my recommendation is if you're free to play or you're low budget, start with the Prometheus gear banner. Start with the Prometheus gear banner, then do like, maybe get your first card in this banner, and then if you're decided that you're skipping, then you can skip this. If you're not skipping, then you can pull Dreamweaver and get her gear. It's a little bit more expensive option, right? And then if you're skipping Dreamweaver, or maybe you're not skipping Dreamweaver, whatever, Elf rotation is available. You can also check the news tab, and they will give you the Elf schedule somewhere in here. Right? They used to give an Elf schedule. Was it last patch or the patch before they actually had like a whole chart? Okay, here you go. Here you go. May 26th, it'll go Kiana, Durandal, Elf Elysia, Siren, and then Durandal again. Foca Expa. Interesting. If you're waiting for May, Kiana, or Hersher of Truth, Bronya, the trio team. If you're waiting for the trio rerun, this will be your opportunity. Maybe this is why you're skipping Dreamweaver. Oh, May 26th. Yeah, that's next Friday. Next Friday, probably 10 a.m., right? Next Friday, probably 10 a.m. So, again, make sure you read the rules. Maybe some of you are saving crystals for the Equinox outfit rerun. Maybe some of you are saving up for Star of Eden. The Star of Eden. The 2 Stars of Eden! So, lots of fun stuff to pull for this patch. Some of it is kind of catch up. Some of it is maybe you just didn't have enough save previously and you're trying to save, or now you have the option to. Maybe I'll go for double S or S2 Kiana and S2 Origin instead of Dreamweaver. I don't know. Again, for newer players, Hersher of Truth is definitely a solid investment for your Fire and Lightning teams. And then Elf Kiana for the same elements. Alright, that will conclude banner review. Good luck, captains. I hope you get what you're looking for.